Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'd like to show you how I made this really quick and easy PPE storage station. I'm currently in the middle of reorganising my workshop, so I want everything to be neat and organised. So this just uses up a bit of scrap wood and it makes sure that all the PPE equipment is at hand so that you don't waste time rummaging around for it. So in this video I'm going to show you how I made it. So as I do more projects now than I used to, I've decided to take the PPE equipment a little bit more seriously. So I've gone and bought myself a new respirator, some more goggles and a new pair of ear defenders. So now I need somewhere to put them all. So I've just gone and fetched out all of my PPE, and there's a bit more here than I thought there was. So I need to design some kind of station to put on the wall to keep all of this stuff together so that it's easy to find and get at and it's nicely organised. So starting off over here, I've got my brand new ear defenders. I've just give those a try and they're pretty good. I'm pleased with those. I've got my kind of general glasses. And then I've got these glasses that protect the eyes completely around the sides. So they'd be more for kind of using with a grinder. These are more general purpose. Then I've got my new dust mask. I've just tried that on, seems okay, but time will tell if it's any good. And these are the ones I was using previously, the cheaper disposable ones. Then I've got my knee pads. I don't use these too often, but when you do need some knee pads, they're really good to have. I did a job once, it took me like a day and I was on my knees, and it probably took me a week or two to recover from just the stiffness of just being on your knees. It's not good at all, so I won't be doing that again. Then I've got a selection of gloves. So these are like thin gloves for fine work, so that you kind of don't realise you're wearing gloves. Nice thin gloves. Then the kind of medium thickness gloves, which are more general purpose for gardening, things like that. And then the heavy duty gauntlet gloves, which I'd use if I was going to be using a grinder. So I'm going to put all this together in one place. Okay, so I've been playing around with some of these rubberized hooks that I got from a car boot sale last year, and I've been just playing around seeing what fits. So let's start off with the ear defenders. I've got one that's this kind of a shape to hook on like so. For the bigger goggles, again the same one, just to so that they will hook on. For the knee pads, I've got this metal hook that should do the job. Small glasses, I've got this odd shaped hook here. The idea is that the glasses will hook on like this, and then the same hook again with the mask. It's going to slide straight over, and just the hook at the bottom I can use to hold the disposable masks. For the gloves, I've decided to just have the one pair on hand that I'm currently using, and I'm going to store away the other pairs. So to hang the gloves, I'm going to use this old bulldog clip. I'm going to screw the one part to the backboard, and then you can just push with your finger to open the clip, and I can just hang the gloves like so. So to make the PPE station, I'm going to be using this scrap bit of chipboard. I think it was an old wardrobe door that I found thrown out. So now I'm just marking up and cutting it to size. I want it to fit in between my studs, and I want to be able to remove it from the wall in case I want to put it on a different panel in the workshop. So once it was cut out, I then decided to round over the edges with my palm router. and then give it a light sanding down, ready for painting. And I'm going to paint it with some grey emulsion to match the grey theme in the workshop. And I gave it 2 coats of this grey paint. Then I gave it a coat of neutral shoe polish. This just helps to protect the paint, just gives it a slight coating of wax. And when that was set, I buffed it off with a cloth. And it gave it a nice sheen. So now I wanted to position the items on the board so that I know where to hang all these hooks. So once I decided where to put everything, I could then take a marker pen and make a mark ready to drill the pilot holes for the hooks. I could then drill the pilot holes. And start adding the hooks. I added a screw and a washer for the bulldog clip. So now I wanted to drill 2 holes to attach this panel to the wall. So I'm just making some equal spacing marks here with the tape measure and the combination square. I could then drill out these holes, ready to add the screws later on. Then I offered it up to the panel and drilled through. I then added a screw and a washer. I could then use a spirit level to make sure everything was nice and level and just pivot it on that first screw and then add the second screw. And just to keep it nice and secure, I added a third screw. I could then start to add the PPE onto the hooks. Okay, so that is about it for this video. I think it turned out pretty good. It was just a piece of scrap wood and a few hooks that I got from a car boot sale, so it costs practically nothing to make, and it's keeping all of the PPE neat and organised. Now I don't have to rummage around looking for stuff. I can just come to this part of the workshop and know where everything is. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.